What's the worst thing you've ever done when horny? Female friend in our group was super upset at a karaoke bar. Some drunk guy said something. She's in tears. As the least drunk, I am voluntold to drive her home and do not have sex. She invites me in for coffee so I can sober wake up to drive home, and we agree no sex. We had sex twice before passing out and twice again the next day.
You had one job.
Got married and raised a family.
You dirty whore.
Whacked off with my wife's butt plug in my ass until I came everywhere. I regret nothing, and y'all the only one who knows.
Hooked up with a girl with the stinkiest you know what I've ever smelt. Probably a pH issue or something. But it was putrid. After she left, it clung to the bed sheets and walls. I had to wash everything, put out some candles, and open the windows.
I let famous athlete from local sports team raw dog me while his wife was asleep in a different room on the same floor. Apparently, he hadn't bust a nut in weeks because his wife was pissed off and withholding sex. I remember he had that deep, guttural growl, and he ejaculated for what seemed like a minute straight. As a bonus, I had him leave behind a cap with his autograph on it, which I sold 2 days later at a sports memorabilia store so I could buy ecstasy.
I pretty much studied my ass off. Finished 2 master's degrees, 4 finance qualifications, spent 3 months worth of time per year at the gym, ate fish and eggs daily for years, learned how to do windmills, the turtle, electro boogie, and occasionally spin on my head, snowboard, race dirt bikes. I did it all. For the pussy. I should have called an escort.
I ended up making out with and going home with an attractive but completely crazy woman who used to hang around our local bar. Back at her place, she puts on her Lauryn Hill CD, strips completely naked, attempts to dance provocatively. We were both pretty drunk, and starts giving me a blowjob. It was at this point her 18-year-old son wandered into the lounge and started protesting violently about what was going on. She tells him to fuck off, and huge argument erupts between them. Remember, she's drunk and naked, and I'm sitting on the sofa with my jeans around my ankles and a rapidly deflating hard-on. I came to my senses, zipped back up, and got the fuck out. Apparently, she's currently doing time for violently assaulting and attempting to stab her boyfriend, so I think I got off pretty light. I smelled my friend's mom's panties that were on the floor and did a dry heave because it wasn't good at all. Jerked off in the private work bathroom, forgot to lock the door, and the new guy walked in on me and he quit a week after.
What do you mean we don't get jerk-off breaks?
Joined a sperm donation app and met with a girl from there on a whim.
What's this app? I want to make sure to avoid it and warn all my male friends to do so as well.
Let my ex-husband and 3 of his friends have sex with me when they finished helping us move into our new house, while I was 6 months pregnant.
Not me, but my stepbrother, when he was a teen, put his dick into the mouthpiece of a plastic flute and blew himself. My stepmom walked in on him, and now every few Christmas he gets one as a gag gift.
What the fuck are you doing, step bro?
Flew 15 hours to another continent to see a former FWB, completely forgetting the important why regarding former. Charmed my way back into her good graces, spent 2 days not leaving the room of a pricey hotel with her, only to be stabbed with a fork. Still had sex with her one more time and then left with blood running down my arm for the airport. I still get the occasional passionate message from her, and I would be lying if I'm not tempted to go back. Sometimes toxic sex is the best sex. Edit. Additional context. She kept the fork after I left the hotel. Sometimes she sends me a sexy selfie. Sometimes she sends me a picture of the fork. Sometimes both.
The standard. Fucked myself with a vegetable, masturbated at work, sexted some guy from back in the day, etc.
Masturbated to the Archer Queen in Clash of Clans.
October 30th, 1991. I walked 8 miles through hurricane force winds on Nantucket Island to spend the night with my girlfriend.
There once was a man from Nantucket who desperately wanted to fuck it.
One time I made love to a stack of bathroom towels.
The whole stack? What a slut.
Went to buy a vibrator from a local large supermarket and bought a happy birthday card and gift bag with it too. So it looked like a gift.
Shit, that's kinda genius, not gonna lie.
Pretty much everything I have done while horny. It's just a generally undignified state to be in.
Very drunk and horny, dry humped my first fling at a college party. Everyone was there. The lights were still on and everything. I still cringe. At least he seemed to enjoy it, I guess. And at least everyone was as drunk as me.
Had a buddy who was a nymphomaniac. He was with a different girl every 3 days, like it was nuts. This dude jerked off 3 times a day on top of whatever pussy he was getting. So one week he was going on a vacation and couldn't find any girl in the area he could fuck for the week. He got so desperate he even went to a beach near his vacation spot to try and find some pussy. Needless to say, he comes home and we don't hear from him for like 4 months. It gets to the point where we were worried about him and hadn't seen any new pictures or videos of him with the girls he hooks up with. We went to his house unannounced and saw a car parked in the driveway. We figured it was a girl. We all had spare keys to his house, so naturally, we just went into his house and started calling for his name. We come to find clothes all over the house, and there's music blaring in the basement. We go down, and we cannot believe our eyes. Our buddy on the couch getting Eiffel Towered by 2 dudes. He was mortified. We all ran out because we didn't know how to react. About 3 days later, he messages us and asks us to his house for dinner. We all go, and when we get there, the same car from when we walked in on him getting Eiffel Towered is there. We go in, they're all at the table, and he explains he went to the beach on his vacation, and the only people there were these 2 dudes, and they were all there for the same reason, to find a hot girl to fuck. After nothing, they all agreed to just do each other out of pure desire to come. They enjoyed the experience so much that they stayed in touch and were doing it multiple times a week in between pussy appointments. To this day, the 3 guys all ended up finding women, and they are all married and have group orgies with their wives. Some crazy stories these were, huh? If you liked it, do not hesitate to subscribe to Threads Alive channel and leave your like on this video.